for approximately almost 500 years, we've been told that this is the sun god, and that his tongue is sticking out because it needs to be fed with human blood and sacrifice. And it's been there, it's been left like that. Even today, they still pass out that kind of information at the Museum of Anthropology. Many anthropologists, archaeologists, very, very special people with a lot of study continue to promote this concept. Mexico Tenochtitlan is the center of the continent, you know, okay? I can show you geographically if you like, but more importantly, it's where all the knowledge came to rest, you know, from every different direction, you know, and he goes, it's very important to remember, and he said, and even the center of the world, he goes, but that's a different story that he was still working on, okay? He was still writing that book about that part. And he goes, the second thing, don't forget, he goes, everything about our culture, he goes, it's scientific and astronomical. He goes, qué bonito la historia de Sahagún, you know, nice stories that Sahagún writes, you know, the Castillo and stuff like that. He goes, but most of them were storylines, you know, that were put in, you know, and even today, we have many his stories. Today, we have thousands and thousands of books on that calendar, on the culture and stuff like that, you know. So we say, okay, well, we're not competing with nobody. So we just say, let's make it 1001, you know, no problem, you know. We just add their perspective. Because what his grandfather also told me, which was really, really special to me, he said, it's a very good way to manage the count. When I got to show him our cosmic clock, our finished product, you know, and that's all I need to hear, you know. It's not the only way, it's not the best way, but I did realize that what we're putting forward, so what we're putting together is like a system that we put together on how to follow along according to what the teachers have been talking about, how this thing moves. Right, so we're putting a system together, and nobody, I think right now that I know of has all the truth, has all the completeness of everything, you know. Okay, but everybody's got some pieces to it, you know. And plus, more importantly, how do you use it? You know, how do you help it, or you can help it, but how do you help it achieve its goal? What is it intended for? Okay, because one time this lady told me, she thanked me for even, you know, following along and reading some of her father's work and stuff like that. She says, maybe you can fulfill the work of my father and take it, you know, to where it was intended to, right? So in other words, that's the idea. That's why I say it's so important, because we all have projects, we all have things, you know, and we may not get to finish our project, you know, but we got to leave it somewhere where someone can pick it up and take it to the next level, you know, and become their project, you know. In other words, people got to own it, you know, like here yesterday. Okay, these people, you know, I was even thinking, for a while, I was thinking I'm not coming. We'll do something else. Let them just do it, you know, and go and expend myself coming over here, you know, my expenditures, I meant, you know, and but of course I wanted to see it myself, you know, but see, they made it theirs, you know, and now it's theirs, right? And they got the proclamation to go. Well, the proclamation would probably be better over here. So yeah, you're right, because you know that's right. So in other words, people have to make it theirs, you know, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to share, hey, this is yours, you know. It doesn't take away from you and where you're coming from, or even going to. They just tell you what time it is, you know, so you can fulfill your mission this time.
So can you talk about what the proclamation is exactly about?
Yeah, well, the reason the proclamation was important for a couple of reasons, but the proclamation is so that the city of New York, okay, would recognize the new year on the Aztec calendar.
Okay.
Just like we do Chinese New Year, you know, Jewish New Year, New Year, and many, many more.
Yes.
Okay, and we all like to go to them. We all like to participate. We all like to learn and enjoy it. You know, the food, the music, and culture. And so the Aztec calendar has not been officially recognized.
Okay.
Okay. Now we did it first in San Francisco. Okay. Where, as you know, I was instrumental with the help of my son to be the consultant for cultural integrity and putting up the largest calendar, Aztec calendar, you know, that I have seen, you know, and it's complete, you know, and accurate to an extent as possible. But it's big, man. It's 27 feet big.
And this is the one. That's the footage you sent me.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be on the documentary we're working on. That'll be in there.
Perfect. Yeah, because we finished that, and I was so fortunate, man, to put up the last time, you know, on the beautiful mosaic Aztec calendar that we have in front of the entrance of the City College in San Francisco, Mission campus. And they won an award, okay? They won an award in 2008 for higher education building, you know?
Okay.
Okay? And they talk about it. But even there, they call it calendar, but that's okay because it's all the same when it comes right down to it.
So
it's all the same.
Real quick, if you could just clear that up. You say you call it the Mayan calendar. Some people call it the Olmec,
Yeah.
or the Aztec. Can you just speak a little bit on that and why people would call it by different names?
Yeah. Well, it's it's just been misconstrued, misunderstood, you know, as far as it being the Mayan calendar, okay? Because the Mayan calendar system is in, you know. So I say to me, it's the same thing, because the foundation is way back when Olmec, you know, Olmec, Toltec, and Maya, and Aztec are the major ones that we know and hear about. But each one of them has different branches, you know.
And play a different, slight different role.
No, different branches to make it up.
Oh, to make it up.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Because, you know, we say Aztec, like some of the, what they call the Aztec, and I have to use like the for instance too, because like Olmec, you know, Aztec, Toltec, these are not words that were used by themselves, these nations and these peoples, you know.
Yes.
But now we know that they represent a certain area, geographical area. Okay, we know that much about it. But when you take the word, you know, that is used and you break it down into the ancient language, which is the Maya language, you know, excuse me, the Maya language also, but the Nahuatl language, they call it, and they call it the Mexicano in Mexico. You know, when you break it down, then you see the meaning of the words. You know, Olmec, Oli, movement, Mecat, Mecate, rope. Those times, the movement of time. You know, you get an idea of it. Of course, it's got to be shared with you so you can get a better understanding of it. And then you get to Toltec, right?
So real quick, so all is movement.
All.
OL is all movement.
And then lean,
lean.
Okay? It would be like saying like the movement.
The movement. Okay.
So the LI, and in this case the N, the LI like Oli, the TLI like Toshkili, and the LI like Kali. These are suffixes that are attached to the root word.
Yes.
So the word is Kali. That's a house. We call it Kali.
Kali.
Which would be the house.
The house. Okay.
Tosh is the rabbit. Toshkli, the rabbit.
Toshkli.
And Aka is the reed, but Akatl, you know, the TL, the reed. You know?
The reed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and that's how you know. That's how we know also that these are languages, because they can be broken apart and combine the word.
Yeah.
TOTLAZOTLANNANTZIN, you know, we're saying,
yes.
You know, our beloved and respectable mother, you know. You know. So in other words, so that these are the ending of the word, but the original word. So all is movement.
All is movement.
Yes.
And Mekat.
It will be the tie, the string, the tying.
The tying.
Yeah, something to tie with, you know.
Okay.
You know, so all.
Okay. So it's the tying
of
movement, and that's in reference to the stars.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Olmec are the ones who
who
measure the stars
and also
in their movements.
Also, evidently, you know, it began, you know, like you could say, created the instrument for the construction that would follow. Yeah. You know, the ropes, the ties, and the knots. You know, and the strings. You know, so created that, but and also created the numbers too. The number system, the Mayan number system, we call it. The dots and bars come from way back then.
Okay.